DevOps people, welcome to this impromptu stream. We've talked about it in yesterday's live coding stream that I might do another live coding stream because yesterday's stream was completely cursed. And I decided to do another stream, but just to allow myself to focus a little bit more, today's going to be a co-working stream where I will be mostly working in silence and only interact directly with you during my breaks, but you can still pop into chat, say hello, and ask questions if you like. I might not respond to them right away, but the main purpose of this stream is that we all focus on what we have to do. I'm going to do my work and I'll enter it to my task list that's going to be on screen, and feel free to add your own tasks as well. The !task command will allow you to add your task to the task list, and the !done command allows you to check them off. The !suite command will give you a little bit of a help with the whole co-working setup. That being said, I'm going to go right into my own work, and I'll switch on the microphone again during my Pomodoro break. See you then. Thanks, folks. Yeah, Streamiversary, 6 years as a Twitch affiliate. Wow. Yeah. It's been a while. Welcome, Balthazar. Hello, everyone. Acitib. Good to have you. It's Hitokiri Batusai. Welcome to the stack. Long time no see. Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I decided to do a live stream today, but I need a little bit of focus and yeah, a little bit of chill, to be honest. Yesterday's stream took a lot out of me. It was total chaos and confusion. And so I decided to make it a co-working stream today. Balthazar recording a task to write up experiment for UE5 ephemeral build environments on consumer hardware. Wow, that sounds interesting. I take it the experiment has already been done? I would really like to learn more about that. What is UE5? I'm probably missing something there. I should probably know what it is, but if you could enlighten me. Hitokiri Batusai says, I really need to start using Pomodoro. It does help. It does help, especially during times when you are struggling to focus. It simply allows you to commit for a specific time frame and then take a break and then decide how to go on, if to go on. I really find it helpful. Unreal Engine 5, yes, of course. Yeah, I had a feeling that I should actually make the connection, but yeah, I'm not at my full capacity today. That's another reason why I chose to do a co-working stream. Because talking a lot and doing focused work at the same time is a challenge, and it would probably completely go up in flames today. Balthazar says, I woke up stupid early this morning and it led to a brainwave and I'm running this. Oh, that's amazing. I mean, waking up stupid early is oftentimes really bad and annoying. I know how I am when I have to get up, say, at 5:30 or something. So not really in the middle of the night, but also not really near my usual alarm time. And well, if you have at least, if you can take away something from that, then it's always great. You are what? Oh man, I really envy you. I would love to work with Wendell. He's one of my spirit animals. Wendell is amazing. I can only hope that I will reach at least nearly the level of his competency eventually. Yeah, I mean, that for me would be the jackpot. Yeah. VDI with Intel GPUs. That's amazing. Is that on YouTube already? I did, I'm pretty sure, I hope I added level 1 text to my tube archivist pipeline. And I said in the video, do you want to do something wild with this? Let me know in the forums. So I did an hour ago. Amazing. Yeah, let's try to. Oh, that's so great. I mean, look at this level of approachability. Amazing. That really makes me happy for you. That's amazing. Now I need to check out if level 1 text is in my pipeline because that is necessary. Those videos need to land on my NAS as soon as they come out. Channels. Where's L? D, F, G. Lots of J's. From Jeff Gerling to George Castro. Level 1 Linux is in there. But it might be level 1. No, level 1 text is also, but not subscribed. So I downloaded a video of them, but I did not subscribe to the channel. Now it's subscribed. Is it on level 1 Linux? No, it's not. So I guess it's level 1 text. That'll land in my downloads queue soon. Cool. That's all great. I did actually not switch on the pause timer, the break timer. At least it's not visible. Why is it not visible? Let's do this. Needs to be repositioned though. Yeah, there you go. I also should add a button to my deck so I can actually enable that without diving into OBS. Thindle! Thank you very much! How kind of you. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. Professor says, so yeah, I'm working on instructions for him to do a build on the hardware of a Unreal Engine 5 sample project that meets similar requirements of my game with and without GPU acceleration to see what the difference is in build times. Yeah, that's awesome. Being able to explore how new technology would benefit your project or not. That's amazing. Yes, Thindle, I did guess the meaning. I mean, the party had more or less gave it away, I guess. It's a day. Can't relate. I had that yesterday. Yesterday was interesting, to say the least. Sorry. Oh, I don't have a mute button on that scene too, so let me fix that right away as well. Let's go. Where's coworking? I need to copy the mute button from my regular setup. Copy mute to coworking. Let's put you, I guess, here. Thindle says, but meh, happens, trying to get through it and hoping for a better tomorrow. Yeah, there's no hope for a better past anyway. Yeah, if it's out of your control, it really doesn't make any sense in whining and griping and stuff. I'm very stoic that way. If there's something in which you have a part in, it's always going to be a learning opportunity. One of my mottos is, some days you win, some days you learn. It's easy as that. And if a stream yesterday was very interesting, payment provider decided to go to sleep. How did that affect your stream though? Did you work on a payment provider interface and you were depending on their test environment being online or something like that? Any day you learn something new isn't wasted, definitely. That's the right spirit. And Irish whiskey, of course. Oh, so you were working on the integration. Yeah. Infrastructure being pulled right under you is never nice. PayPal staging environment going down while you're trying to integrate with PayPal. Yeah, that's no fun. That really sucks. That reminds me how high the operations challenges must be at these financial service providers. I mean, Stripe is in the same situation. Imagine Stripe going offline. Let's just imagine the test environment going offline. That's enough in itself, but imagine Stripe going down. Their availability, service level objectives must be unimaginable. Definitely interesting to do operations there. I did operations as a manager at two of Germany's biggest internet providers, and that definitely was interesting. I was responsible for their user management database containing millions of user accounts. I was responsible for their billing environment, including the SAP system. So that was definitely a time I learned a lot about SLOs and expectations and dealing with angry customers. But running not only a company's billing system, but every company's billing system, wow. It's a dream and a nightmare, I'd say, at the same time. Dan Kamo is back. Oh, that's nice. Hello. You're becoming a regular. I really like it. It says, trust me, if my error log is anything to go by, the live environment went down to oopsie. Dan says, I am preparing for the IELTS test for Germany. Let me look that up so I don't look completely oblivious. World's most trusted English test. Nice, nice. What's the motivation behind that? Do I have any plans going abroad? Or working abroad? For study meaning just general interest and broadening your horizons? Amazing. Definitely complement that by going abroad, if it's only for holidays. It helps so much. I mean, I only learned to speak English in a colloquial way after moving to Ireland. Before, I had my school English, and I mean, it still shows, but it's gotten much better. And strangely, when I was in Ireland or other English-speaking countries before I moved here, I always struggled to talk in a colloquial way. It always sounded as if I was giving a lecture. And only when I moved here, suddenly it clicked for me, and I simply got more chill, and I wasn't afraid of embarrassing myself anymore or something like that. And suddenly I started to adapt to the accent and things like that. So now people are really confused because they can still hear some hints of German in there, but also some hints of, what is that, Irish? And so it's funny. But I really felt bad for hearing, for example, my brother speaking English in a much more natural way. And I always sounded like an academic, and it bothered me, to be honest. And I'm happy that that's been resolved. Only took me a few years abroad. And thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate that. Okay, folks. folks. So, my break timer has gone off, and in the previous phase I worked on reviewing marketing materials we got from our marketing agency. I'm finally doing something like a marketing strategy with a marketing agency for our company. We never relied on marketing before in the 14 years that we've been existing. And tomorrow we'll have another call tomorrow morning, though, so it's not going to interfere with the live coding stream. And these materials have been reviewed, and now I'll pick up some coding. Precisely, I'm going to pick up where we left off after yesterday's stream, trying to finally get this damn MySQL monitoring out of the door. I can't see that anymore. So let's get to it. And if you want to join me in working, feel free to do so. There's the task command that will give you, will add your tasks to the task list. And the done command will then check it off. And that's basically everything you need to know. You can also set your own Pomodoro timer, independent of mine, if you like. There are more commands to that, but task and done will do the main thing. All right then, let's do another round of Pomodoros. Talk later. Break time! Break time, and I'm actually done with my work on the MySQL monitoring, at least with this step. Oh, finally. If you are done too, then use the done command as well. So, welcome Thindle, welcome the Lummen. Happy to have you here. It's so great to see all my regulars. And the Lummen, spill the beans. And according to you, those are chili beans. Spicy. Ooh. Let's see. I'll actually lean back in my chair, anticipating what's going to come. My butt hurts a little bit, so I think I won't go into another Pomodoro round, even though I plan for 3 rounds, but I think 2 is still an achievement. And I guess I'll trade the final round for a walk in the park. In the meantime, I'll submit my change as a merge request. That's that. Yeah. Rebase that stuff, so let's push it again, and then we will do a glab mr. I love that I did learn the command P, the control P keyboard shortcut for the shell. I didn't know about that until recently, and it's really helpful if you don't want to use more sophisticated features of, say, Z shell or something like Atuin, which I'm using as well. But being able to simply enter the start of a command and then press Control P to get the last command that started the same way, that's definitely handy. Thindle. It's a bit evil, but tracking email opens can be interesting when you notice that someone has opened and read a single email like 10 times. That also must have been a spicy email, huh? I think the Lummen might be coming up with the great American novel. Even though I'm pretty sure they are not from America, but sitting on the edge of my chair here. It was to a salesperson and a hardware supplier with, hey, I might have a customer who's interested in like 500 units of this thing. Okay, that must have made them pretty excited. So there's the Lummen. I'm not sure if I could even can I display this on screen, or is it going to? Yeah, it's going to break my viewer. All right, let's see. So the Lummen writes, so for some context, I decided in my mid-30s to change career to become an amazing developer. Great choice. But I had to move with my parents to save money and quit my job as an IT admin. I can relate. In my early 30s, I also suffered from chronic business failure. And so in order to continue my career with a different trajectory, I also had to move back in with my parents. I usually don't care what people think, but now I'm in the phase of self-doubt and also anxious about if I will be able to find a job as a junior software engineer. Today my mother told me that, are you sure you know what you're doing? Of course my parents don't have filters, but somehow it got to me. Okay. I feel you. Definitely. So, let me think about this for a second.
It's a Unix system. I know this.
Marcius, welcome to the stack. Good to have you. Today we're doing a little bit of a chill live stream, doing co-working where I focus on stuff and everyone else does too, and during breaks we have a nice little conversation, and now we are talking about the Lumen, getting a little bit of imposter syndrome. Am I doing the right thing? Shouldn't I be further ahead by now? That's at least the question their parents are asking. So, yeah. I mean, there's always going to be a crisis of confidence if you try to do something that's a little bit more ambitious. Oof. I'm not sure if it's right to become philosophic in that case, because we're talking about a specific and very real situation. So forgive me. I mean no offense. But just speaking the sentence, when you're trying something more ambitious, the alternative is sticking with the safe alternative, with the less challenging alternative, with the alternative you might not be happy with for a long time if you stick with it. I mean, you took this trajectory, you made this course correction for a reason. And I'm sure it was a valid reason, and you did put some thought into it. So the alternative was stay the course, do the safe thing, and do what everyone expects of you. If you're just a little bit like me, that would have been a recipe for disaster. Because if you don't do what you think you want to do something that satisfies you, that fulfills you, what kind of life is that? And even that I'm blanking on a word here. Even that those two opposites, going the safe route versus the ambitious one, is a false dichotomy. When I had my corporate manager job, I was unhappy, in part because of my boss. But I was in an employment that everyone would probably consider safe and quite nice. It was a great team. I worked with very competent people, and I had a decent salary. I wasn't getting anything like people are getting nowadays, especially not what people are getting paid in the US. But I earned a living, and my standards weren't that high. So everyone would have considered that a safe employment. And I went on 2 weeks holiday, returned from my holidays, and one of my manager colleagues called me late at night when the day I returned from my holidays, and said, "Yeah, I wanted to warn you before you go to work tomorrow. On Friday, our boss has presented your replacement." Take that for safe job. So that was the kick in the behind that I needed to finally take the plunge and leave that company and go somewhere where I would be happier. And I had lots of discussions with my then girlfriend, now wife, if starting another business would be the right thing to do. Because, as I mentioned earlier, I had already a few businesses that didn't really last. And then I got that corporate manager job after working as a Linux trainer for quite a while. I knew that starting another business would be something that I wanted to do, that would fulfill me, that would give me enough challenges where I could show and excel, where I could show what I have in me and excel at mastering a challenge. And thankfully, my girlfriend agreed, even though we were in quite the precarious circumstances back then. I still had lots of debt that I had to pay back and things like that. So it wasn't that I had a lot of cushion, but we said, okay, let's give it a try. And if it doesn't work out in the near term, then I can always go back and start interviewing again and trying to get a job somewhere. It's not that I was incompetent. Yeah. And I think that's something that you should consider. There's always a way for you to get back on your feet, even if it's a little bit more rough at the moment for you. And something that really helped me in the past is to do what I think Tim Ferriss calls fear setting. Really challenging those voices in your head and asking yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen? You're not going to be destitute. You're not going to sleep under a bridge. Probably the worst thing you might have to do is to admit, maybe I tried the right thing at the wrong time, and go back to working as an admin or something like that. Let me stop my monologue here and catch up with chat. Thindle said, I've been doing this for 24 years. I'm still not sure I know what I'm doing. I think that's very true, and it applies to me too. As long as you try to challenge yourself, you'll always be a little bit outside of your comfort zone, aren't you? And that means you will always feel like you don't know what you're doing, because you actually might not yet know what you're doing. But that's growth. That's the definition of growth. Growth is what happens outside your comfort zone. And get used to that feeling. The alternative is stagnation, I think. Marcius says, completely agree. I think everybody has something to give to society, and that is what moves you. Don't let society say, because society doesn't know what you need. No, they don't. They don't. Yeah, let's keep it metaphorical, shall we? Balthasar says, when I started Altair, I went in with a parachute. At no point was I allowed to burn past 3 months of runway for my household expenses. I had 2 stages, could do 3 months in savings and then 3 months in investments. I allowed myself to cash out. Altair didn't work out and I was comfortable while I found a new job. I got really lucky with a new job, I guess. Yeah, okay. And Altair is such an amazing name. I need to get myself one of these machines too, to put it above my PyDP11. Just as an aside, the Altair 8800, actually looks pretty much like the PDP-11, and that's no coincidence. It's a home computer because at the time the Altair came out, it's the start of the era of home computers, but it was the same kind of machine basically, just not with the wall covering footprint. It had the same lights that were the only output mechanism that came out of the box, and it had also these rows of switches, albeit with lever switches instead of these toggle switches the PDP-11 had. But same thing, switches to toggle in bits into memory, word by word. Otherwise, you couldn't interact with the machine. You had the only option was to attach a terminal or a printer and a keyboard. Which is then again a terminal. The Altair 8800 was basically a PDP-11 for the home. Oh dear, had being the operative word there, I guess. Oh, I would kill for a grandfather who had an Altair or something like that and kept it. But hey, we never know what these things are. We never know the value of these things until we've sold them 10 years ago and then realize I was an idiot. So let's get back to the situation for the Lumen. So my and Balthasar dropped some worthy advice as well. I mean, it doesn't make sense to cling to an idea or to cling to a goal that doesn't seem to materialize forever. So define some kind of an exit criterion where you say, okay, I'm only going to do this until my budget is at this point, or my budget for getting this off the ground is spent, until my runway is gone, as they say in the startup world. Something like that, or set yourself a time-based goal or something like that. Okay, if I haven't gotten something till August or something, then we'll switch to plan B. Something like that, where you can tell people like your parents, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm attempting something that's not easy. And that's not just low-hanging fruit, so it's not just that I have to reach out and grab it. I need to work for that. But it's going to be a risk-reward thing where taking this risk will have a great reward. And that's not only going to be monetary, that's also going to be happiness. And, well, I'm lucky that way that I got fired by my boss. It opened up the way to start another business, the business that I've been running now for 14 years. And that was the petri dish for so much. That's a strange analogy for petri dish for so much personal growth. No. Let's rewind. That gave me so many opportunities to grow, and also grow from small or medium failures. Of course, there's always going to be failure in the mix, but yeah, I'm very happy that I at least gave it a try. Non-My-Life says, do what you love, money will follow. I'm not sure if that's what I would say, because it sounds a little bit like those affirmations where ask the universe and the universe will provide. And I'm not a fan of these. I'm a stoic through and through, and my stance is the universe doesn't care, and we should pay it back equally. The universe is very indifferent about us, I think. Oh, look at that! There's a fellow Stoic, huh? Yeah, I've been a fan of the Stoics for a long time. I mean, 8 years of Latin at school had to leave an effect. I'm a big fan of Seneca and Marcus Aurelius. Sisu. That's a very short word. What does it mean? And by short, I mean if it does mean something valuable, then it's great to have such a short word for it. Perseverance, I see. Oh, Remitsu! Welcome to the stack. Let me get up off my chair. Posture, man. Don't ruin your back. Yeah, so the Loman, I hope I could give you a little bit more confidence. Don't worry about doubts expressed either by people around you or even by your own mind. Doubts will ever be there. And you can counter them by having a plan, by being able to reason why you're taking the course you've chosen. And I agree with Thindel that your chances of success aren't bad. The Loman says, there is no exact translation, but a rough one. It's in the face of adversity, keep moving. Yep. I think it was... who was it? I can't recall, but the saying is, if you're going through hell, keep moving. Balthasar says, one of the things you have going for you is that many programmers coming out of college don't have, is that you've seen how systems get used in the real world. Yeah, practice and real world experience is definitely something you can list as one of your advantages. You know what pitfalls are there, what makes that experience suck, and you can mitigate that. Yep. Makes you a hugely better developer from principle and experience than countless others at your experience level already. Even though you are just entering this part of the field, that's definitely something that you have going for you. From now on, only silly jokes. Hey, mate, you're really welcome, and I love having these conversations. I'm happy if I can help in any way, and if there's anything I can do for you, or if there's anything, if you want to talk in private or something like that, simply pop into Discord and let me know, and I'm happy to take care of my community. So let's keep these conversations going. Silly jokes are fine, but don't be afraid to also go into more serious stuff. Okay, folks. Oh, Marcius has a question. I was about to wrap things up, but happy to answer another question. I have a question. What do you think a dev can get better on DevOps? What to focus on first? Ah, there's the DevOps career path question again. That I've already written down as one of the topics that I need to write about. And I definitely am going to. What to focus on first? Well, you said yourself you are a dev and you want to get into DevOps. So I guess you already know where I'm getting at. Try and walk a little bit in the shoes of an ops person.
Unix system. I know.
Gohaku, welcome to the stack. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, so try and get yourself a little bit more opsy. Try what special ops. I think all ops are special. Looking at myself, special for interesting values of special. And thanks, Gohaku, for the congratulations. I really appreciate it. So, Remitsu already preempted me. I would say to learn fundamentals of ops. Yeah, definitely. So, what do I mean by ops? It's about deploying your software. What are the hurdles to get your software into production? What are the hurdles of keeping it in production? So try to run your stuff yourself. Run your own website. Run your web application yourself. Build something that you have to run for yourself. And then you realize, okay, looks like my thing is broken. How do I find out what exactly is broken? Why is this damn thing now offline? And then you realize, oh, maybe I should write a log file from my application, which I don't yet. So the poor ops person has no indication what's actually going wrong. The application just segfaults or just aborts or something like that. Get a feel for the many interesting situations an ops person might find themselves in. And that will give you, if nothing else, it'll give you a little bit of empathy for the people that have to get up at night and fix broken things. That is what I would recommend. And Marcius already does ops stuff like Kubernetes and cloud configurations. That's great. Well, if that's the case, I think you are well underway walking the DevOps journey. This guy for your company, okay. It's the Kubernetes guy. And by the way, 5G technician, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the stack. Premises says networking is a huge area where people lack knowledge. That's true too. However, looking at how little I have to do with networking if it doesn't affect the services I run directly. Yeah, well, I can, of course, look back on quite a bit of network knowledge as well, both from studying CS as well as working at a hosting provider or an internet provider. Yeah, so basic networking, definitely. Nowadays, you basically always need HTTP knowledge, regardless if you are dev or an ops. Marcy says, I don't know the best practices for the area. I just bring my dev insight in things like Terraform, for example. I think you are underestimating how much in the DevOps area you already are. That sounds like you are definitely in there and simply would have to extend your experience in there by getting exposed to real-life situations. I think if you have already done stuff like Kubernetes and Terraform, at least on a superficial level, you're already exposed to all these things. And while you might not yet know, say, how etcd works in detail, you can always get into that and you'll know where to look. You know where to find documentation because yeah, you've already been dealing with these things on a specific level. And as Remitsu says, best practices for security, backups, etc. That's something that's best learned by simply doing. Frigid Ignition adds, there are logs. There are application logs, but no one has access for security reasons. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's always a head desk moment. Balthasar adding, there's a big difference between doing cloud ops, deploying code on someone else's Kubernetes instance, and learning the underpinnings of how code runs on that system. Yeah, perfectly right. It's cool to see I have 20 pods across 5 nodes, simply by setting the scaling factor to 20 in your YAML file. But it's another thing to grok how these pods get scheduled, how Kubernetes chooses which pods to use, and things like that, and what communication has to happen for these pods to actually deploy these deployments and things like that. What the runtime environment is like, yep. Thank you so much, Redstone. Welcome to the stack. Marcy says, yep, kind of get into it to help the company. I start to feel that wasn't enough. You're very welcome. Happy to answer questions anytime. Bet you've seen a lot of this. Yeah, I've seen a few congratulations, but it's great. I mean, yeah, I actually did not know that I've been at this as an affiliate for 6 years now.
It's a Unix system.
But thanks for the follow, Redstone. That's really kind. Yeah, 6 years. 2018, I signed my affiliate contract with Twitch. And that means I was at this racket before, trying to get somewhere, trying to get my channel off the ground. Still trying that, I guess. But it's fun. And I really, really appreciate you as a community. That's why I'm actually online today. I decided, okay, I have stuff to do and I'd like to focus, but I don't want to do my work without my community. And that's why I decided to do this co-working stream today, which isn't usually a scheduled stream time for me. It's really nice to have you all. So yeah, folks, since my second Pomodoro phase I've decided to make it my last one, not going to go into a third one. Well, guess I'll go outside and take a walk while it's still a little bit of light out there. We're going to wrap things up, but tomorrow is going to be another day, and tomorrow is going to be another scheduled stream at 2 p.m. UTC, which happens still to be Irish time until we will go into daylight savings time again. I'll be back tomorrow with some more serious live coding that I'm going to share on screen as well. And I'll have to find something to do. Maybe we are finally going to get into Ansible, and I'll try and automate my course setup for students, and so that's something that I'm excited about. We'll see. Let me check if there's anyone we can raid. People are always happy to get a raid, especially from ourselves. So let's see. Who's out there doing the thing? Let's select someone else for a change. We are going to raid Daniel Rowe. He's maintaining a framework, open source developer building Nuxt. So that's definitely something that fits the full stack topic. So let's prepare that. Yep, I'll be back tomorrow with my live coding stream, and on Friday afternoon, 2 p.m, I'm going to do another office hour where you can ask your questions and I'll try and answer them. And I hope to see you then. Now we're going to raid Daniel Rowe. Thanks for joining me here. Thanks for co-working. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for all the fun. Thanks for all the congratulations. Have a great rest of your day. Until next time, take care.